nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Yes, I was muted. Hope you guys are well. Yes, we are here for yet another episode of Diagnosing Tactics. I dive into your tactics, take a look at them, and then, share a bit of what I think about them. This is not a review of tactics, more like, sometimes a person might see something different or might try something different. And something, when I try your tactics, I get I get ideas as well, especially I think it was when one of you brought the advanced wingback and I played with it for a while, and then we made a tactic that somehow or another got Nottingham Forest clear of the relegation zone. We were looking like we were going to go down. We were conceding the most goals in the league. We definitely weren't scoring, and we went to Spurs and got a win against the odds. We were 2-0 in front inside the first half hour, and I was just doing the bhangra on air. It was phenomenal. Yeah, it was phenomenal. So now we've got today we've got your shows. We got some tactics in, and I'm gonna share the link for you guys. The link for you to upload your tactic now on the stream. I'll put the link up later as well, in case you guys, some of you might be late. And of course, the guys on Discord, you can use the Discord link. We've already got a couple of tactics in from Discord. We've got these two tactics. Essentially, we've got always Tiki Press. Tiki Press has got a tactic inside. And Matty Zux has got another tactic, which looks quite nice, actually. Yeah, we have two advanced wingbacks. And dropping into this is cool. I like this. This is actually a very nice tactic, because it's... Is it the thing about the football manager I realized, right? If you can put double pressure on the flanks at all times, your tactics are gonna do well. They're gonna do well. Just as long as you put this pressure, double pressure on the flanks. When he's got the ball, they're really high up. I was thinking of changing the Nottingham Forest tactic to two inside forwards now with two advanced wing backs. He's got the right idea as well. He's got inverted winger. He's got a wing back here. This is not as aggressive as this flank. This flank is extremely aggressive. There's a lot of support play on the right with the wide central midfielder. And then he's got the advanced wing back. He's going to play like a winger. And this guy is going to attack the box. So this is outstanding. I like this tactic, right? And then we've got this tactic, which is from Tiki Press. He's got a 3-man strike force. And he's got... midfield playmakers, 3 of them. I mean, let's go crazy, eh? Let's just stick 3 in. Because there is no priority system anymore, right? So 3 playmakers, wherever the ball is, the player will just do what we hope is expected of the role. Target forward, channel forward, channel. So channel forwards will come here. Target forward sometimes will drop deep. And then out of possession, they switch into this, which is kind of... So this, most likely, this guy comes here, this guy comes here, and he drops, right? To give you that shape. Yeah, so when we want to create this tactic, we're going to have to look at Suleimana, Maldini to drop there, and then the 3 of them to push up. The only worry I have with this tactical system is that while in possession he's quite attacking, he doesn't really have anybody carrying the ball to these 3 players. So they're going to have to play medium to long passes, right? And they're going to have to drive the ball up. So if they manage to get the ball up the pitch with some long passes, that's good. But if they don't, then they're always going to be defending. So we are going to save this for when we'll see what games we got coming up. We are playing Modena. Modena, we just played. So we're going to be playing Lecce away, so we can use that tactic. As long as it's not a match, right, where I'm playing against a underdog team, like really, like from another league. Lecce are here. They are doing reasonably well. So we are going to be playing against Lecce. Hey, Barca Fanatic Official. I'm doing well. Just an hour ago, I was trying to be one of the first 4,000 players to beat Nalius. I came close. I had him down to 1%. And then after that, I was so excited I died. This is the Delph boss. I was so excited. I was like, oh, close, I'm close. The boom, and I turned my head. I literally turned my eye away from the monitor. I'm not as, you know, into it as I used to be. But other than that, fine. The kids are good. Youngest one is having a reasonably good day, I think. I hope. It's been quiet now. So, quite sad for him in a sense. Yeah. Okay, so we got the players. So let's look at the tactic, right? So we're gonna use this tactic. Got Pasalic, Edison. Pasalic can play here. That's no issue. And Martin Darun definitely can play here, and Edison can play here. So all of them are good on the ball, right? Pasalic is the only one I sometimes worry about. You know, he's great creatively. He's great from a creative point of view. And then we got Hain, Scalvini, Zelwiski, and Kosuno. I think we'll just stick with these players. Pasalic is not 100% for this game, which is at the moment it's going to be playing. So maybe we'll play Bresciani here instead. Yeah, we'll put Bresciani. There won't be any change other than that. So we'll play Bresciani. I'll push Edison to the left. I play Darun in the middle. Okay, so let's see how this team. Okay, so we'll just quick pick. I really, this game, right? You can just quick pick because the logic now has improved somewhat. There used to be a time when you couldn't quick pick at all. You would never quick pick. Let me upload my 4-3-3 Tiki Taka. Oh, goody. So here we go. Let's watch this. How they end up. How this tactic looks. We'll look at it from the 2D perspective. So we are Atalanta. We're playing from right to left. That's what I was worried about. See that? The ball is in midfield, and we lost the transition immediately. That is my concern. Because the back line and the midfield are quite far away. So looking at the team instructions, right? Out of possession, he's got higher press and much. So what he's done is he wants the back line to be higher up the pitch, okay, to support play. But is it going to be enough? Because his defensive transition is regroup. So when they lose the ball, he wants them to get into the defensive positions as a priority. Okay. No, basically, he wants them to drop into their defensive positions first. So their defensive positions are going to look something like this. Tracking winger, pressing, DM, pressing. So there's a lot of pressing going on the flanks. So these guys are just going to try and close down. So he's trying to win the ball down the flanks and basically create a trap using the instructions themselves. So far, yeah. I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to tweak this slightly. Because the problem is, these are all hold position roles. I'm toying with the idea of but if we get these guys to bring the ball out, it might be a bit risky, but we'll see how it goes. Because we have to play, coming from Discord, I usually play a tactic for 45 minutes. I don't make changes. I'm a very aggressive set piece taker, right? Very. I only stay back if needed. So if they're all back there defending, we're all up there attacking. So it's a case of who's better at running back. If you want to play something like that, you always have to make sure your set piece priorities are set up right. So we didn't check that. Yeah, we didn't set it up right. So let's do this like that. This should be right. Okay. Now we go into our second half. I think the team talk was automatic. So now we're in the second half. I'm gonna slow down the game somewhat. In terms of chances, I haven't seen many highlights of us creating anything except from one set piece, right? Or we were defending. Oh yeah, we had a corner rather, and then we ended up defending. Okay, so far I'm thinking about what to do. All right, let's make the first change. Okay. I'm just gonna make a simple change first because this is in possession. We'll get these guys to be ball playing center backs. And then we get these guys to make forward runs. Okay, he's got more forward runs already. And what does this guy have any PIs? He's got make fewer forward runs. And I hope this guy doesn't have make more. No, no, no. Cannot. Yeah, standard. And we're going to remove this, make it standard. No dribble more. No shoot. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Because right now the problem is they are too far forward. So the fullbacks cannot bring the ball to them. The backline can't bring the ball to them. So everybody is playing like we want them to actually be comfortable and not bring it forward. Ball playing defenders do that. Okay, so if you want to play like a backline that is very far away from his the midfield, you gotta get carriers. It's a fundamental thing about football. You need somebody to bring the ball. If you don't have that, then you're gonna have to play longer passes, and that means if your team isn't good enough, you're giving the ball away. So far, it looks better. There's a bit more stability now. The fullbacks are getting down the flanks, and we gotten our first shot on target. Is it possible to change a young player's personality? Yeah, of course. Mentor the player, but it takes a really long time. There was an exploit in the early editions of Football Manager prior to FM24 where we would be able to change an entire youth team's personality to model personality. We did it all on my Discord. We showed people how to do it. It was an exploit we were using very, very happily. Now, the thing is that as I realized, then it became a big thing. Eventually, people in SI also, some of the staffers started using the same thing. So they decided, okay, you know what? They're gaming it too well. They're getting entire squads of model personalities. So SI made it a lot more random and didn't make it easy for player personalities to be, easily changed. And they can be, but you need the right kind of personalities to begin with. Like you need decent personalities. That's a problem now. So like a personality are unambitious. Yeah, low ambition, low determination. Good luck to you. It's not going to work. Yeah. So in the end, since FM24, most people, min-maxers, we don't sign. You see a 5-star player with a poor personality, you don't bother. Because it takes a really long time. You could argue that if you had because you're much better off just if your whole squad has good personality, then osmosis takes over, right? No, so there might be a chance that he might get influenced. See how much better your tactic is now? Because now the midfielders, they don't run forward too far and the backline is bringing out the ball. So this could be one way you get your team to move the ball forward. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be phenomenal. I still think that inherently it has issues. Because you are depending on the most vulnerable group of players to bring the ball forward. Players like fullbacks and central defenders. So those players, if they don't have options to pass the ball to, they run into trouble. Which is the reason why we made the midfield playmakers stop making those forward runs early. Because you see now they're deeper, so they're in position to help out, which allows the fullbacks to actually charge up the pitch, which is what you had as a PI, right? So that can work now. So in a sense, what you could do now, after that, right? Now we look at your tempo. Because the one thing I knew your tempo is too high now. So you bring your tempo down to standard. Now, what standard will do, it will give your team a bit more time to get the ball forward. Yeah. So high tempo, if you want to play high tempo, the way you set it up, then you have to change your passing to direct and pass into space. Then it's wishful thinking. You hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Yeah. If your ball gets forward, gets forward. If it doesn't get forward, too bad. If you're desperate, that's what you do. But I think that that's like a really. I wouldn't do it unless I had nothing left to lose. Yeah, like I'm down and I want to win the championship or the league title or the Champions League, and there's like 4 minutes left, and I want to get a goal. Yeah, maybe I'll put us, but then you have to have targets forward, and then you have to change roles as well. Yeah, so you can't just simply pass into space and play players like ball playing defenders or no nonsense central defenders and hope that they kick the ball forward. So you gotta do the whole thing, like maybe play on higher mentalities, like attacking. See, now we got The only difference now is your players, these guys, what have we got them as? They got they're channel forwards, yeah. They will do what they're supposed to do, right? Unless you told them to sit narrow or you change their run wide with ball. Don't do that. Why are you asking to go away? Yeah, move into channels. No, leave it. This one is just standard. You don't change it. Okay. Leave his instruction is going to be either stay wider or move into channels, right? But don't change this. Stay on standard. Dribble more, make more forward runs. He's a channel forward. He's supposed to link up play. This is asking to be further forward. Okay. So leave it on standard. There's no need to do this. Right? Go to the other one on this side and remove the dribble more. Just leave it alone. Yeah, okay. These are channel forwards. What channel forwards do is they find spaces. Don't tell them, the space, they are quite effective at the moment, the role. It doesn't require PIs. The roles play really well right now without the use of PIs. PIs don't make a tactic better though. If you don't know what a PI is going to do, don't use it. Yeah. Unless you're so sure that this role is going to do exactly what you think it's going to do, don't do it. My advice for people who would like to PI the crap out of a tactic. PIing the crap out of a tactic just makes things a lot worse sometimes. Okay, so we managed to get a win. It wasn't impressive, but there are certain changes I will make to your tactic. First up, remove the forward runs from your playmakers, remove the forward runs from the channel forward, and definitely remove the stay wider. Right? You don't need. If you want him to stay wider, play him as a winger. Okay, because if not, he's gonna run away from the goal. No, we want him not to run away, with the ball, right? Because if he's a channel forward, he is going to go to the channel to support play. If the play is there. But if he takes the ball, he runs away to the flanks, what's the point? You want him to attack the box, right? You want him to get into the area and do a cutback, not take the ball to the corner flank. Yeah. Move into channels is not a good... he's already a channel forward, just leave him alone. Forward runs, no. Don't tell him to be too far forward. He's got to link up play. Channel forwards are very good at linking up play. Hey, you have an unambitious one? As you know, low ambition is a killer of development. Low ambition, low determination. Yeah, low ambition and low determination. Determination actually can improve over time. It's one of those that can improve quite fast. Ambition, ambition is one of those attributes, hidden attributes that will might never improve. And then the other thing you have to pay attention to is their media personality. The media personality is also very important. So there's some media personalities like friendly, the media friendly. All these guys, you don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. I forgot all those in my head already, all I wrote about it right for you guys. I wrote the whole damn thing out. Okay, now I've forgotten. I don't like to use all that to play anymore. So I've got very selective memory now. I only remember what I want to remember. I think my wife is that. Decline. We don't talk to anyone. Okay. Alright, next game is go on holiday. Next match. Question is, I'm a Wolves fan and Mane got an upgrade in the winter update, but his personality is bad, so it's hard to get the best out of him. The game itself, when he's playing the game, right? That is, I don't think you're gonna say that the attributes will be enough. Generally, most of the time. The balanced personality itself on the pitch, right? I don't think it's going to give you that huge of an impact on his gameplay. What is the attributes of Mosaic? You cannot improve somebody who's as old as Sadio Mane. You cannot change the older person's personality. Younger ones you can, but it's it's going to take a while. You're not going to do it in 3 months, 6 months, no. That one is nice. So you have a goalkeeper that's unambitious, but has the evasive, unflappable, high professional. He does not develop. Actually, right, that goalkeeper, right, if he was evasive, unflappable, got high professionalism and pressure, I want to keep him, no. I'll try and mentor him. But how many years on every single edition of Football Manager, I've always kept an unambitious player because I've always said don't waste your time. Don't ever waste your time. I have had so many 5-star unambitious players, and I did them all on streams. They were mentored by very good players, like leaders in the club, influential, highly influential players, like captains and the best players in the club, right? None of them ever developed. None of them ever changed their personality. So you never bother with those. Unambitious is like Salim lah. The moment you see unambitious, right? 10 million price tag for a kid, right? Put him on the transfer market, collect your 10 million and put a sell-on clause there. Yeah, that's it. I never bother. Mateus Mane, the Wolves youngster. Okay. It's good enough to start. Start him, but you start him, then sell him. But I will sell. I won't hesitate. I never hesitate. Because the football manager right now is more like it's okay. I'm gonna say this. It will be and has always been a game of attributes. That's all it's been. Nothing else. It's all about playing the numbers. If you know how to play the numbers, you'll be fine. If you don't play the numbers, then like me right now, I'm not playing the numbers. It can be very fun, but it's quite stressful. But nobody wants to play like this. People come home, from a hard day at work, right? They want to just put out they want to live a fantasy. I mean, it's like Tottenham Hotspur, maybe I'm managing a Tottenham Hotspur on Football Manager, and finally, we won the league title in my lifetime. Because it probably will never happen, right? As in real life. So you have that fantasy to fulfill. Okay, this is going to be an interesting tactic. I like this tactic because it reminds me of what I have, right? The one I'm using. And I was about to do something very similar with my tactic. Okay? Except I don't think I play with two box-to-box midfielders, right? Yeah. I play with two box-to-box midfielders and 3 defenders. So he has opted for 2 defenders and 1 DM. Now, this is not a bad option as well, right? Okay. Because what he's gone for is basically a 2-1, right? 2-1 build out, which is theoretically is a good idea. It still leaves your flanks open, but because he has got double flanks, right? He's putting pressure on both flanks. Your tactic will do well when you are leading and you've got a good team. But if you come up against a team that is very good as well, and they have got a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, you could be found out because they will attack these spaces, and your tactic cannot handle it because these guys are going to be here. So if you lose the ball anywhere here during this transition, you're open. So this is the only drawback with this setup. Which is why I play in my tactic, right? I got the guy here, and I got I think the 2 midfielders are here, right? And then when I'm defending, yours has got this setup, which is okay. The defensive side is fine. Yeah. The question is, how do you set it up in the offensive stage so that your rest defense is actually superb? So your rest defense comes from your attacking shape, not your defensive shape. Your defensive shape is when you lose the ball after about 15 seconds, 10 seconds, that's the shape they take. See what I mean? So these players have to be very aware. You got enough pressure on them, they can't get the ball, they can't get out of their box. So there, I won't change this tactic much. I mean, I know that this tactic can work 100%. It's just you need to be aware of under which situations will your tactics struggle. That's all. Yeah. Because this can work, 100% can work. Channel midfielder, white central midfielder, wing back, DLP, it can work. And then you can do all kinds of things, right? This tactic. What I like about this kind of tactics, right, is that you could close up shop as well. You could change the wing backs to inside fullbacks. You could do a lot of things. Right? You could definitely do a lot with this tactic. Yeah. F9 is an ambitious role. Yeah. I am not a big... I think the DLF might be an interesting role to try on Football Manager 26. F9, he drops quite deep, and then he has to play those kind of passes. You see who's doing all the hard work? It's not the F9. This tactic, right? It won't be the F9. It will be the wing inside forwards, the wing backs. They are your drivers of your tactic. Your F9 is kind of like wasted in this system because I would generally play a role that is a bit more likely to be high up the pitch in the transition. Yeah. So we're quite fortunate that we're playing against an extremely defensive system. So yeah, good. Hey Tiki, I saw your tactic. Did you get my feedback? I put it. I think the first one, right? Yours was the first one I did. Again, boom, Edison, Zalewiski, out to Belanova. F9 just because my player there is godly at it. Yeah, okay, we'll try it. And DLF is not as deep, doesn't go as deep as F9. That's what I was thinking. That's why I wanted to use the DLF. But the thing is here, right? You got inverter winger, you got F9, you got channel midfielder. So inside forward. So I was thinking maybe, yeah, can work. I mean, it's a safe shape. Not very complicated, not too aggressive. Because you're going to be in their house all the time, no matter. You could be knocking on your door all the day. Hello, I'm here. I'm moving the ball. Have you started shitting bricks? That kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what your tactic is going to do, no? For 90 minutes. Look at what you're doing. You just go, okay, we're here, honey, I'm home. Look at this, man. It's just that, no? You're just putting so much pressure on them. Yeah. That's it. First half. Okay, we'll see what happens with the DLF. Just a small change. Not a massive change. I don't like what I see as usual. I'm never a happy person. Try DLF on support. Okay, that's it. Only one change. I don't want to change too much. The tactic works. I just want to make him a bit higher. Probably I wouldn't use focus play as well. But you got channel midfielder, right? So focus play on the left could make it a bit more funkier. Let's see. Team instruction in possession. Where is the all instructions? Oh, no, not this one. We go left only. Okay. All right. Focus play down the left, and then we got the other one, right? On the left. I think got overlap on the left hand side. Wait, let me see. I don't know whether you got overlap or underlap. I'm just assuming. Supporting us nothing. Okay, good. Okay. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Progress through the left side only. So we're gonna pull them to the left side of the pitch. Oops. I guess we tried to what? Yeah, Terraciano, my favorite. Last time when you PvP, right? One of my favorite budget players. Filippo Terraciano. Hey, Coxie, thanks for the follow, man. Nottingham Forest, man. You gotta come. Our Nottingham Forest stream save is reaching climax, man. Fantastic run. Yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a good day, man. We went to Tottenham Hotspur, desperate for 3 points, knowing that 3 points could be the difference between survival in the English Premier League or back down to where we probably deserve to go. The team which has conceded the most goals this season. We were conceding goals left. I mean, I looked at the number of goals I conceded. I was like, hi. All right, not bad. Okay. So, okay, I think the DLF is linking up play. But, I mean, I don't think there's too much of a difference, right? Yeah, DLF. Let's put center forward. Give them another target. Keep them occupied. No, can't be leading already, right? I like to do that, towards the end of a game. I don't like my strikers to drift too much. I just focus on getting behind the defense. Okay, I mean, not bad, the tactic. It's okay. It's okay. It's quite cool. Yeah, it's quite cool. The only thing I see in this tactic is the the defensive transitions. Yeah. If you lose the ball, you have to make sure these guys are really good at keeping the ball. Because otherwise, this space opens up too easily. If it opens up, then you're committed. But the good thing is you got this double frank attack, right? Even when you're defending a two or there. So you're quite rock solid. You got your numeric, what I would say is that you are creating a numerical advantage, both on the sides and in the center. So your tactic will be strong in more games than it will when it concedes goals. So it should be fine. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. Now we are FM26 update. This Discord. This is Discord as well. Let's see what we got. View uploads. Okay, what have we got here? We have Tiki Taka Baka Fanatic. And then we got these two tactics. Okay, download. Man, this the thing in the Middle East is getting from bad to worse. I don't know, man. Just part there. There's a warship carrying a few thousand American troops went past Singapore yesterday. I've seen nuclear submarines, off the coast of Singapore. The channel. I was canoeing one time. Then, why is the water? That look, holy king submarine, baby. Also, because they got to announce. You absolutely love the PIs or absolutely hate it. Oh man. When it comes to PIs, I don't like putting PIs lah, but you guys do what you do lah. If you like it, like it. Pressing, what's this? Pressing wing, playmaking, winger playmaking. Yeah. How many playmakers can you squeeze into one tactic? I don't know. Can we try all the positions? Is there a play? Does it say playmaker? We'll put it in. Yeah. Playmaker. How was I looking? Playmaker. Oi, we got so many cooks, baby. Everybody get together. Oh my God, sit there, dribble this, dear Lord, shit. Okay, I think we do it from here. Okay, goalkeeper. Start with the goalkeeper first. Dribble less. See, I knew it. The right fullback. Dribble less, make more runs, take more runs, shoot. Okay, left fullback, the same. Right, okay. Us basically getting further forward and pumping the ball. That's what they're doing. These two, what they're doing is their starting positions are higher and they're pumping the ball. That's what they're going to do. Not only that they're pumping the ball, they're also going to go in harder on players. They're also going to make more aggressive movements. So, yes. This stupid instruction is not about passing. No? Take more risks, right? It's about everything. The problem is, SI still categorize it as passing risk. A couple of years ago, SI went and said, take more risks affects everything. Then then how come you still tag it under passing risk? It's a bloody old habit of theirs because the game has to be put into these little pigeonholes for them so that they can easily, they don't have to worry so much about, I guess, translations. I feel sorry for people. The new fella who comes in and says, what? Take more, just passing only. What? No, this says passing only. Where God? I do a simulation. After 100 simulations, I check. No, it doesn't do it. After I go and then somebody goes to the SI forums, I find one small little post by a developer, and then they go, I copy that and stick it in. Should less to make more forward runs, roam from position. This is an all-in-one, no. 1, 2, 3, all included, no. Inside this one little stupid thing here. This is a very dangerous instruction. Very, you gotta know what it does, okay? If you don't, because let's say you have aggression, high aggression, low technique. What happens? Yellow card. So you got to be very careful. I know most people are saying no, because the problem is I'm a moderator on the forums. I saw the post, and on top of that, I actually created some drama after that. Because I was like, what the? Why didn't anybody tell us this? So, yeah. Okay, so I'll give you an idea. Wing, CM. Wow. This is called, okay, first up, everybody come up with a fantastic idea to score goals. And then after that, do what you feel like doing in your roles. Okay, I'm not making fun of your tactic. I'm just saying it as it is. I'm just looking at it and just saying it as it is. Kolasinac, you're not playing. Okay. Zappy, you're the one with the pass. Zappy is the one with the pass. Zalewski is not. Yeah. Zalewski can pass. Belanova? Belanova is fast. I like Belanova. Zalewski, passing, vision, decisions, no. Zappacosta can play on the left and the right. Okay, you go in. All right. Then we need a lot of people who can pass the ball. You can pass the ball. Yeah, I can. You can pass, I know. You can pass, you can pass, you can. Okay, we got all the playmakers in the world. We got all the playmakers in the world. Okay, this one, no excuse. These guys should be able to do it. Swag Battery, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing, man, Swag Battery? I love your handle, man, Swag Battery. I've got swag, and I keep it charged. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's enjoy them. No, we don't. We're gonna see that. Actually, team talks, right? Don't worry about it. Half the time, you just say what you want to say. I actually told SI, once during the alpha. I was doing a lot of alpha testing and beta testing for them those days. So I told the guys at SI, I am going to do everything I can to get fired. Everything I can, I'm going to do. Okay? I'm going to say the wrong thing during team talks. I'm going to say the wrong thing to the players. When they play well, I'm going to shit on them. When they play badly, I'm going to say, well done. When I'm going to just scold them for no rhyme or reason. Every time they go for training, I'm just going to basically, I'm just going to be the most negative person that's ever existed, play the game. Okay? I was still in the job. And we won the title. I was managing Chelsea. I couldn't get fired. I could not get fired. I tell you, the number of players were confused. And the players are still okay because at the end of the day, right, their results are on the pitch, right, are so important. They override everything in dynamics. Yeah, player dynamics mean jack. Whoever said player dynamics is important, especially today, sort it out as I put out a tweet. No, they said, this is a foolproof way of saying the right thing during your press conferences. And I'm like, dude, seriously? Who does press conferences anymore? Nobody does press conferences. I just say I storm out, I do all kinds of things, and all I get is confused, and the players still give me a big win. No, don't worry about the game. The game is super easy. The only time the game becomes difficult is if you try too hard. I mean, I'm not saying this. We are trying too hard here. I mean, we should be beating this team. There's no music. Okay, it's okay. Good. Actually, there's no music. That's a good thing. I forgot to turn on the music. Better make sure nothing is playing in the background. Can you imagine, right? We are playing this game, right? And then after that, what I have in the background, look at the number of creators in the center. Nobody is doing the job of going to the flanks, no? Hey, guys, we're all going to sit narrow. What are we going to do? We're going to create a traffic jam in the center, and hopefully somebody is smart enough with the pass to find the player. Look, this is not football. This is rugby. This is a scrum. They're all lining up for a scrum. Okay, look at this. This is like rugby, Look at this. Oh my God, this is a scrum. Sorry, Abarca. It's quite cute. You want to play something like this, right? You cannot play everyone sit narrow. Cannot. You want no. You got to remove that. Okay. Sit narrow a bit too much already. Everybody sit narrow. No. I know somebody who's sitting narrow. Who this guy? There's one. Yeah, this guy is no choice. He's sitting narrow. Because this guy and this guy all in the same. You see, the problem is this guy and this guy are on the same channel. No? Okay? They will be in the same channel. The same, like, third. You divide the pitch, right? They'll all be here. All these three rows, right? All sitting in the same area. That is what you're seeing. I'm not going to change your tactic. I'm just telling you, right? If you enjoy this and you like it, to play lah. No, carry on. But all I'm saying is you're going to see this all the time in your tactic. And you can't change it. Because the only way you're going to change it is by changing the role. Because in Football Manager, when you choose a role, it isn't about what the role does anymore. Anybody tells you you choose a role based on what you want it to do is okay lah, you know. They have their way of playing. But the thing is, what's more important is where do these roles go when they have the ball, and where do these roles go? See where they go when they don't have the ball? Okay, this is okay. This is a defensive shape you got, right? 4-3-3. Okay. Now they have the ball. Look at where they go now. All go in the center. Okay. They couldn't even keep we couldn't keep the ball. This is Modric, Pavlovic, Rabiot, Rafael, Leao. This is AC Milan. We are playing mighty AC. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely worth watching. AC, I didn't know, no, this is AC Milan. Because this is what you call it. I have it here as their real name, but we can't change this, right, in the game. And we can't change all this stuff. Because I think those files are harder to mod. But I wouldn't advise people to do this because what you'll see is confetti on the pitch sometimes. So if you like this tactic, you can play it. You know, it can be fun. Yeah, if you enjoy it, you know. Otherwise, you know, I mean, who am I to stop you from having all the playmakers in the world? You know, you're talking to the guy who had nothing but you turn Neymar into a libero. No? So if it'll be very disingenuous of me to go and tell you to not play with so many playmakers when I played Neymar as a libero, okay? All right, so have fun. And I did triple track Cortistas, 4 target men. Yeah, please enjoy yourself. 3 liberos. Go ahead lah. This game is a game lah. Yeah. It's not life and death. If you're enjoying it and you're seeing a lot of funky goals, go play the game. It's not optimum, but actually you understand why, right? Half space, half space, half space, half space, half space, half space. All of them are in the same spaces. So they all occupy the same channel here. So they'll all be in this zone from here, here to here. So basically what you got, you got a team that's only playing in 1/3 of the pitch. This third. Okay, this third. That's all. It can work. If it works for you, then good luck and good for you. But it's gonna be one interesting tactic, because he's gonna make teams struggle, man, to beat you. Also, it's AC Milan. They are playing well. They play well. We play AC Milan, held them to a draw. Okay, what? Away from home, still reasonable, respectable. I didn't want to change the tactic because the 4-3-3 is actually a very strong tactic. Okay, the shape, right? This shape is one of the strongest shapes in the game right now. In the game right now, this is one of the strongest defensive shapes. Okay, it's even better than the 4-2-4 because this outnumbers them in all 3 places: the flanks, the center. Okay, so all you got to do is just, on the transition, when you're attacking, have the fast players on this side or whatever. Get 3 fast players, you're fine. You can defend. So you can do all kinds of funky things in the meantime. Okay, next tactic. João Neves. Quick pick. Review transfer offer. Oh, yeah, no. Review offers, forget it lah. Sorry, okay, quick. We don't review, okay? We go on holiday straight away. This is the kind of fella I am. Hey, wait, what the hell? How do you continue game? Okay lah, save game. Yeah. Apparently, once you're in that window, you cannot come out. This game has got its moments. I think SI are in panic station mode, I suspect. They're also, I don't think they're happy with the match engine. They're definitely not happy with the match engine. I guarantee you they're not happy with the match engine. Okay? Because I'm not happy with the match engine. I think there are some issues with this match engine. There are. They don't step out early. They step out too early. Too early. So I don't know how SI is going to address that though. Will they make because right now we can get down the flanks, do cutbacks and get to the goal, right? So when they tweak it, right, are they going to reduce the number of cutbacks or are they going to improve the defending side? Because are they going to... So I'm quite curious. So here we got Passage to drop it. This is old-fashioned 4-2-4. I like this tactic, no? Very old-fashioned. Very nice. I like it. Okay, AP. Okay, I want to see you got any roam from position? No, move into channel. No. Roam is enough. Don't put move into channel. No. No. I take out for you first. Don't. Standard. Don't ask him to move into channel. Ask him to stay still. Okay, you just roam around here because if not, you will end up here. Then you got a problem after that. Okay, you want to come back and defend, very, very difficult. Okay, now this is okay. Defensively, it might work. Okay, the other thing you can do is because of the gaps right here, you can actually get them to be playing as false fullbacks. Okay, I'll make the change for you again now because yeah. See, what can I say? You've been watching my streams, maybe. I like you, lah. You come to my streams a lot, huh? You did it yourself. Okay. The guy did it himself, man. I'm impressed. My little secrets are going out to the wider world. I love this. I love this community, man. You guys are making it your own. Use the false fullback. The false fullback right now in the game, hands down, one of the best roles. But you got to be very careful. When you are playing against a back five and they've got three midfielders, right? That's when it will struggle because you're actually driving your game towards where they are most congested. So you want to remove the false fullback in that scenario and just play him like a regular fullback. You want to get around that. You want to get around them. Okay, so we got that. Okay. That's why we play the false fullback. Whoa, nice. I like this tactic already. I already like this tactic. Very nice, sir. 4-4-2, diamond. Man, a man who makes a 4-4-2 knows his tactics. What's the benefit of Sid Naroka? He plays like a false fullback. You know it's a false fullback, right? A false fullback is a player that doesn't go wide when he has the ball. He comes inside. So he dribbles inside with the ball. So he does these runs. He starts here, but he comes here. He comes here. And then when you play a false fullback, they will always arrive in these areas. Or they sometimes go this way. The problem is in the game, we got inverted wingback, right? Inverted wingback sits in this position and does that. But he always sits here. He always sits like an idiot. Nobody wants him to... I don't want him to sit. Right? Inverted fullback, he does the same thing, but it's a bit sometimes too defensive. And he sits also in the half channel. So what you really want is somebody who starts here, goes here, and comes here as well. So you get him using the full width of the pitch. Then he links up incredibly well with the winger. So then he can play with the winger and they can both tear teams apart. And then this allows, when he goes in, the winger goes even wider. So there's even, the dynamics between those are very, very good. SI do not want to change that role. I know for a fact. Because the guys in SI also like that role a lot. The big fan of that role was Nick Madden. Nick was the one that pointed it out to me in FM22, I think. 21, 22. We were talking about all these funky roles. Then he mentioned to me, did you try this? I said, yeah, I did. Then he said, ooh. The way he said it, the way he sounded like, ooh. That was like fun, man. With the 4-3-3, I love that I control most games even under white losses. Exactly. The thing about your tactic, right, Barca, is it's going to be, because you're so congested, right? You are kind of like creating a massive traffic jam, right? So unless a team is really good, right, they may end up having to come inside with you as well. So you got the sheer numbers there to at least try to win the ball back. So yeah, I can see it working, and that's why I noticed, right, it's going to be very hard for the shape. The 4-3-3 shape is a very good shape for defensively. So that's one of the reasons why I want to make changes to the tactic. Yeah, as long as you understand it and you sound like you do, oh, it's better. Yes, it's like the old. It's exactly like the original inverted wingback. The original inverted wingback, the best role in FM16, right? In FM16, that was hands down the best role, right? Because it was tearing the match engine apart. But then some people didn't like the fact that he kept he kept going in, out, in, out. People hated it. They wanted him to sit in the pocket and stay in the pocket, the kind of thing. And I was like, oh man, no more pivots. Some people don't want the pivots. I wanted the pivots. So it was I think one voice among the many, so I got as I will always go, as I probably thought that their false fullback does that already, so that's why they made the inverted wingback sit in that position, because there's no point getting two roles to do exactly the same thing. So I kind of happy. Number 2, baby, I told you your diamond is good enough. The only thing you needed to do with your diamond is your AP, don't move into channels. The moment you make your AP move into channels, right, you will start seeing a player that underperforms. You never want him to move into channels. You just want him to roam. That's it. Don't move into channels. Move into channels means he's going to get in between the players as well, right? He's going to get in between the what's that player called? The fullback, the defender and the fullback. I don't want him to go that wide. He doesn't need to go that wide. He just has to move around in the zone that he's in. Okay, and then because if you are using focus play later, right, I wouldn't recommend. Focus play can be quite decent for this tactic. Okay. Yeah, you're doing progress through and you're doing underlap. So you're doing focus play down the left and the right. See, this is the focus play. That means when you do this, right, what happens is because of your instruction, right, your AP is going to come here. Your AP will drift to this position because of the focus play now. So he won't go too far, but he will always be in the same area because the DM is going to shift to this side. This guy will come a bit closer to support play. And then this is what the position is going to take up. I don't need him going in here. We don't want him to get in. We don't want this role to end up inside this position. This is move into channels. Right? This is the move into channels. You don't want that. You don't want that in this role. It's too risky. Every time people play AP with move into channels, normally what I normally see is poor ratings for the AP. A lot of people say you can't play the AP, right? But most of the people, I get very high ratings from my APs. 8, average of 8, 7.5 to 8. One of my highest performing roles in the game right now is the false fullback in the AP. Brilliant. I love it. Yeah, this is great, man. Yeah, 442 diamond. Well done, man. And it is for defending corners. Put everybody back. No lah. Get taller players. Tall players usually help. Players that can hit the ball. Generally, what you want to do with defending corners is, right, okay, you basically want 2 things, right? Okay, there are 2 ways of defending corners. One is you also have to have a counter attack on standby, right? So you have to have some players defending the edge of the area. Okay? 2 players must be defending the edge of the area, and you want your best jumpers and headers defending the near post and the far post. So you want to put most of the time you want the best guy at the near post, and you want 2 at the far post. Because the reason being that you will find that in a lot of cases, right, when they miss the ball, especially if you don't have a short corner variant, because after I show you my set piece, right? So my set pieces are pretty straightforward. They're on the folder, but defending, no rocket science to it. Player mark, 1 guy. That's it. Zoli mark, edge of area, mark the near post, player mark, and player mark. So I only got 1 fellow marking the near post. This guy will always, your best guy will mark their best guy, right? So your best number will go and mark their best number, right? Then after that, you got 3 zonals, right? Near and far and center. So you cover the 3 zones. Then you got 1 at the edge of the area, right? This one, edge of the area as well. So you got 2 fellas at the edge of the area, right? So these are your counter attackers. And that edge of area, mark near post, player mark, player mark. So it's a mixture of man marking and zonal marking. Zonal marking, always please give it to defenders. Defenders are the best at doing this, right? You want players who are very good aerial defenders to zonally mark, not this group. This group are generally so-so. They are trackers because they don't need to be tall. All they do is be a nuisance. Like, short players versus tall players, that kind of thing. All right, so I find this works all the time for me, especially on the counter. So on the counter, I'm very good. But the biggest mistake people make with set pieces, right, is actually here. Here. Okay. So what do you want to do? You want to come in here. I haven't done this here. So you want to set it like this. Aerial threat, box strike, creator, recovery, defenders. So what happens is when you're taking a corner, these are your priorities. Then when you're defending, you'll have this as well. priority list. Aerial defenders, strikers, counter-attackers. So you want to make sure that these are in the positions that they are. So you want the players who have the best attributes doing these kind of things. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. If you want to see the fullbacks knocking the ball inside, all you do is please sit narrower. Yeah. Sit narrower. That's it. Sit narrow. That's all you do. You don't have to sit wide. Okay, this tactic, right? I'm gonna save it in the Dropbox folder for you guys, okay? So this one is a very nice wide funky. Okay, like let's go. We call it Dyke. What do you call it? Doc. No, I'm not gonna give it my name. Dyke. No, not doctor. Yeah, funky lah. How to know what blue? I don't know how we identify tactics that came through the. Hey, let's give a name for all the tactics that we see. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, give me a name. I can use generic name so everybody can understand this tactic is created by one of you, not by me. Okay, come on. Depending on you guys, will name it. Give it a name like a handle. We can put on top of the tactic. What are we gonna call it? BYD lah, okay. Bring your BYD, okay. Bring your tactic. BYT. Bring your D. Bring your diagnosis. Okay. All right. 442 diamond. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna save this tactic here. Okay. The problem is, okay, we saved it, and then I'm gonna come in here because it's a joke of a location to do it. So documents, and then come in here, and then come in here, and then come in here. And BYD come in here. Ding, go to Dropbox. Tactics. And I'm going to create a folder here. This folder got so few tactics. Shit. The Discord folder got a few hundred already, right? We should put more tactics here. Okay, this is BYD here. Okay. We should put more tactics here. But the problem is, every time I put tactics, people are going to ask me, what's the difference between this tactic and that tactic and this tactic? All 4 3 3s, right? They're going to explain every time. That's why I don't put so many there. I don't Discord. See, it got Gambit, 2 versions of Gambit here. Como, because Como is a 3-parter, right? I did that on the show. 3-parter tactic, no? Because got different tactics I use in different scenarios. Yeah, okay. So that's, I put the tactic there, and then we go to Dropbox here, and then we synchronize in due course lah. Okay, sync it off. I like your tactic. Very nice. The diamond is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. I love this tactic. I love the diamond. Diamond is very strong. Diamond is very strong with the false fullback because it reminds me of the way we play. I set up Galileo last time, right? So, because Galileo, the reason why Galileo worked in FM24 was because of the roaming playmaker and the 2 false fullbacks. So these 3 would go up together. So they formed that tree, and then we got 1 defender at the back, right? But right now we can't get that DM to move forward because he is now holding positions. As I killed the roaming playmaker, sent him 6 feet under. I don't blame them because I was having too much fun. The roaming playmaker was making the FM24 broken. And I think, right, if you guys had the roaming play, right now we have the box-to-box midfielder. No? The box, you remember the back 5 I did yesterday with Nottingham Forest, the 2 box-to-box? That's also a very dangerous tactic. Very dangerous now. The way I look at it, right, is extremely dangerous. Because when we play with a Nottingham Forest side, right, that is in the relegation zone, then the start of the game, we tore through Tottenham Hotspur. And the only reason why I couldn't carry on for 90 minutes is the quality of my team. I mean, my goalkeeper. Every player is beside by the chairman. So look at me, man. I don't know who these players are. I have no clue. There was a link on the thing. I'm going to link it up one more time. So I'm going to pick 2 tactics now. The first 2 tactics I see inside there, I'll take. I'm not going to change anything in the tactic. I'm going to leave the tactic alone. Yeah. The only downside with this kind of tactics is this guy and this guy can't. Oh no, how now? Where is this guy, man? We don't know who this guy is, so we're gonna have to bring Edison on, and then we're gonna bring. Oh sheesh, who's Bernasconi? Where did you come from? Okay, I have no idea where you came from. Who's Obrick? I usually have players I recognize in this team, no? Oh, Kolasinac, you go here. Okay, here and come here. Simple fix. I should have. The mistake I made with this tactic, I didn't change my defenders. You don't want to play like a low jumping reach player in this tactic. It's too risky because your tactic has got two at the back. Or what PIs the surrounding player roles behavior impact? No PIs. Just play him as roam from position. That's it. And the thing is, around him, you want players that are either moving channel or coming to him, that kind of thing. Yeah. Bellanova is having a terrible game. So we'll play Musa. I don't know. Put Musa there for fun. Or yeah, Bellanova is not having a good game. Or they're going to a 4-2-4. Such is their desire to level the game. Okay, all right. Lukaku, Zelewski, Kretler. Come on. Zelewski, Skamaka. Look at the counter. Kolasinac, Edison, Zelewski. What a ball! Holy cow, that was a hell of a move, man. That was a hell of a move. Look at the player rating for the playmaker, 7.5. Channel 4 is fine. You can play channel forwards. You got channel forward, they just go wide. Right? They just go wide. But doesn't mean both go wide at the same time. One go wide, one stay. So then when on the right side, if the ball is on the right side, that's what happens. This guy will go to the right to support the ball on the right. Then the other striker will stay in the box. Then if it goes to the left, then the other channel forward will stay in the box, and then the one will go wide. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, don't think like why you want to put two channel forwards there. Actually, what's wrong? It's quite good, right? You put two channel forwards. At least you know you're thinking about the game, right? You're thinking, no. The thing about this game is, as long as you're thinking about your tactic, you'll be fine. All right, so let's see whatever. I think that was the second tactic already, right? Oh, this is brilliant. This is one of the best tactics I've seen so far. Yeah, one of the best I've seen so far. I love 4-4-2s. Yeah, 4-4-2s are damn good. They just are happy. They bring me to a happy place. Because it tells me that whoever you are making that tactic, you have kind of you know your game. If you're the sort of person, right, that knows tactics or roles and duties quite well, when you play this, you can play a 4-4-2 diamond, or you can play a 4-4-2. Yeah, you'll have no problems with a 4-4-2. This is the thing. Reason why I think this is the one. Okay, I have to delete everything. I can't see already. I don't know what's going on. Oh, wrong place. Delete. Okay. It wasn't here. Download this guy. Copy. I put it in the wrong folder. Sorry, wrong folder. Documents. Tactics. I'll put it here. Okay, let's don't review transfer offer. Let's go on holiday. Next match. Nothing happens, no. Last time the game will force you to decide. Now you see something you don't want to deal with, you just carry on. This is the game right now. It's all about hitting the continue button, going on holiday. Okay, so we got this one, right? This is the one. Okay, target 4, inside 4, AV. Okay, nice. Okay, another one of those, you're going to attack. Oh, love it. Okay, love it already. I love it. I love it. Nice. Pressing fullback. Okay, all right. I mean, you got 2 DMs, so no risk doing this. Box to box. I love this. Yeah, this is a very good role. This is extremely good in this setup. Yeah. So when you use these two, your ball carry is damn good. Yeah. And then these guys gonna come up, right? And these guys gonna come inside. Very nice. I don't see any reason why this tactic won't do well. Yeah, it'll do well. There is no reason why this tactic will not do well. It'll do well, this tactic. Very well. Yeah. I would use this tactic in a heartbeat. I would definitely play this kind of tactics. These are tactics. The reason why this tactic will do well is two reasons. Why? These guys are going to play as wingers. The two box-to-box midfielders are going to shoot up the pitch to support play. That means as these guys are going up, they are going to offer a passing option. So all you got to do, make sure that these guys can keep the ball and these guys have composure. And then you're sorted. That's all you got to worry about now. Because you're going to have a lot of fantastic football. I like this right now. No? I love advanced wingbacks. Advanced wingbacks will tear the match engine apart. In fact, right now, right, I think SI, because at the moment there are way too many crosses in the game. Right? Way too many. Because right now it's too easy to do low crosses right now. Because when you see me play, right, the number of times I get low crosses in is very, very high because I use focus play and we go down the flanks and we do cutbacks quite easily. So you might want to think about how you can attack the flanks a bit earlier. So with advanced wingbacks in the back five, you can. But he's doing it with a back four. This is a flying wingback formation. No? And the only downside with this is, right, your all attack. Yeah. Your rest defense is only two defenders. Right? You're not protecting the flanks. So you might want to consider counter press as if you try to win the ball back, because the guys up top will have been committed, or your wing backs already committed, right? So let me see if you got counter press on. I would definitely put in counter press. Yeah, counter press is on. So you're correct. And step up more, a bit risky. Trap inside, I wouldn't bother. Trap inside means you're opening the space up. You're allowing them to come to the middle. Okay lah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Okay, trap inside is leave trap inside. It's risky, but yeah, because you gotta look at the formation you're playing against. Because what you're letting them do is letting them use the two in the middle. That's what trap inside will do. So you're allowing them to play the ball through the middle. It doesn't mean that you're gonna break their legs in the middle. It just means that you're letting them come through the middle. That's the area that you are allowing them in. It wins by get better. Get better is just if you win, then all you got to do is look at your out of possession. That's it. And chances are you'll use a counter press. You never counter press if your formation is too different. Yeah. Like you say, you go for, like some people like to play maybe a 4-2-4 and go into they go from a 4-2-4 to this is the only downside of this tactic. Okay, the flanks. Yeah, you see, the thing is, right, I would remove trap inside. One thing I really hate is this instruction. Where is it? I detest this instruction with a vengeance right now. The only thing I do is I play I show players to the flanks. I think that's way better. I know that SI tried to make the traps better for FM26, but I don't think they got much better. That was the plan, right? You wanted them to come inside. But problem is when they come in, you're allowing them in, right? But these guys are up as well. You see, the problem is your two box-to-box midfielders are already up there. Correct? So when you do trap inside, you're letting them go through the middle while your box-to-box midfielders are trying to get back into position. You get what I'm trying to say? So instead of you making it harder for them, you're actually saying, hey, you know what? While my players are getting in, why didn't you play the ball through the middle? What's the point? Don't bother. Don't do that. It's too risky. I would never do that. No. Trap is not, because your tactic is already quite solid. No. I wouldn't do that. This is okay. I think on the whole, like this, right? And if you do it like this, it could work, no? Winger will put the pressure for counter press. That's good. Then the box to box midfielders are trying to come back. So their flanks are going to get a lot of pressure. So instead of you going, hey, you know what? You got enough ample pressure. Look at that. You got so much pressure on the flanks. So why you want to make it so easy for them to come through the one way? Right? So they already going to get there. You know? Oh, look at them. And good defending. Good defending. So my idea is, if you do this, I just remove the it is playing the offside trap. It's a very aggressive. Okay, I would just hold attacking transition, hold shape. This is one time I go attacking transition, counter attack. Counter attack straight away. Your players are already in the attacking positions when they have the ball. Why hold shape? Hold shape against a weaker opponent. If you're goal down, counter attack straight away. Counter press and counter attack. So you're playing gegen pressing with all these guys on top. Because this is natural gegen pressing tactic. Yeah. Give me my equalizer. Oh no! Kolasinac cannot be offside. Give me my equalizer. Come on. Awarded. Ding ding. Ah, baby. We are undefeated, babe. This stream, change tactic all the time, like underwear. But still can play well. This match engine is not that difficult. I'm telling you guys. Don't overcomplicate the game. Yeah. This is a row. Come on. Yeah, baby. Go, go, go. Counter. See, this is why you want to counter attack. Because the players in a natural counter attacking position. If you want to hold on to a lead, right? If you want to hold on to a lead, bullshit. But if I'm going for the winner, right? So I want to win. There we go. Counter press again. And no, they were, see, the thing is standard, right? Doesn't mean they're gonna do it all the time. That's a good thing about this. I like, oh, come on. Oh, no. Dybala's offside. He's offside. He's a 4-4-2 best formation to start with the rest are mimics. 4-4-2 is a naturally good formation. Yeah. Oh, they won. Whole shape with very high tempo can't really work. No, it can't work. Whole shape with very high tempo, very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. If you're playing a high tempo, this is like a high tempo, energetic, all out attacking tactic. Don't play whole shape. I didn't realize that we had whole shape in the tactic until I finishing the game. Man, it's okay lah. We lost. Still top of the table. Hee-ha. We are going to be the champions. All right, one last tactic. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, there you go. Go on holiday? Okay, go on holiday is here, sorry. Isn't trap meant to work if you attack? No, don't play with traps. Is that if you attack my side, is that because of the player? It is easier to get the ball that way. The problem with the trap instruction right now in Football Manager, it is just think of it this way. Trap inside is basically a funnel to let the players come into that position, right? Assuming you have players there who can win the ball back. So that's how traps are supposed to work. So you start as high up as the opponent's third, right? So you're allowing them into your zones. So you're opening space up with the objective of winning the ball there. Problem is, if you have like two box-to-box midfielders there and you're doing that, then you're not exactly helping your team out very much. So that's why trap isn't a straightforward setup. You got to think about winning the ball there. How are you going to win the ball back? That's the thing about the trap. If you don't plan that, then you might run into some trouble. That's why traps are not as straightforward. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I think these kind of tactics, right? Yeah, they're entertaining lah. They're much higher, much higher. They're not match engine exploit tactics, no. Yeah, defensive line, you're trying to get all the way back. Basically what you've done is, okay, I'll tell you, explain to you what you've done. Okay. Low defensive line. Don't go up, don't go up. That's what you told them. Okay. These guys are all not affected. The low defensive line is, okay, we're gonna somehow another, we won't be so far away from our goal, but it doesn't mean they'll be here, no. Because your block is a high block, right? Then your defenders are here. They're gonna drop back into those positions. Chances are you've got regroup. They had the counter press. So what you want to change in your tactic is actually just one instruction. Okay? Counter possession. Step up more. Okay, I guess you can. Counter press. Yeah, since you're up on the pitch, you might as well. Low cross, definitely not. Okay, take out, play mixed. Low cross is cutbacks. You think you lose the ball, your boys are gonna have to hustle all the way back. I will play standard now instead of counter press. Progress through. Okay. Underlaps, dribbling, much narrower. Okay. I'm gonna leave this. This is a bit. It's invite cross. No one. Balance. Invite cross means you're gonna be tucking. You're asking the players to tuck inside and be a lot more narrower. It will encourage the ball. It won't keep the ball playing defenders inside. No? But I don't think this tactic. I mean, this is the best I can do to make it a bit more stable. Okay. The problem with this kind of tactics is who's going to play in the other position. Okay, so it cannot be him. So we're going to have to put Bello Nova here. And then we're going to put Hin here. And then we're going to put Kolasinac here. Okay? That's it. Okay, go to match. That's it. Nah, trap inside doesn't work that way. Yeah. Trap inside is just about allowing play to happen in a certain area of the pitch. From what I have seen so far, yeah. From what I've seen so far, I don't think they've changed it so much. It's about allowing play, and then you're hoping to win the ball back. But you need players in that zone who can win the ball back. So you can't be playing this positional play roles. Yeah. Okay. The good thing is, right, when I lose the ball, what do? When we have the ball, we don't want to counter press. Because counter press means we are going to try and win we are actually going to push up to win the ball back. Okay. You don't want to do that. Because if you do that, you are actually getting further away from your defensive line. Because the players who are going to counter press are all those guys who are up top, trying to win the ball back. Instead, I just want them to be standard. So pay attention to where their positions are. If their role says go back as a wing back, they will not counter press. So from this, I just changed the counter press. Because the one mistake everybody is making, right, with this game right now is the when to use counter press and when not to use counter press. A lot of these psycho attacking tactics can actually work if you just don't play with counter press. Regroup is a bit extreme because what will happen as a result of losing the ball is they will run backwards. Right? No, everybody's going to run backwards. When you have these players up top, the logic is you want them to counter press, but it depends on where the ball is as well. So our chances are those three will not. There we go. They track back, right? So far, okay lah. It doesn't look so bad, no. The only problem, right, is the tempo is too high. Yeah, tempo is way too high. Because we are going from back to front and hoping to get the ball up the pitch. Yeah. This thing happens in the game a lot. Yeah, so what I do is change the camera angle, then got penalty, and then they score, and then we change camera angle again, and it's still there. So I would make that change. I wouldn't say that this is going to win you a lot of games. Okay? I still think that this is I wouldn't play this tactic. I would probably start. You know what I would do with these roles? I play as advanced wingbacks. That's all. Your tactic will work. It'll be the same thing, but your build-ups will be better. Then you don't have to take up this super defensive shape. But I would go like, why don't you just pull this guy here and here? Okay. So instead of doing what you're doing, come in here. You got the same setup. What? Okay, go in here, go in here. Advanced wingback, advanced wingback. Same. All right, now I can counter press. No? Now I'll counter press. Because the tactic, the two formations not that opposed to each other. Okay, or counter press. Where's the counter press? Out of possession. And now we can do this. I can send those guys higher up the pitch. Because you could do this, and you're in possession or advanced. These guys in transition will be here. Once these guys get the ball, they just appear in these positions very quickly because they're advanced wingbacks. So they're like wingers when you have possession of the ball. If you can get the ball up to the midfield mark, right, they'll end up here. So your critical player is going to be this guy in the center, who I happen to think is Musa. Yeah, this guy is the one that's going to be playing those kind of passes. We're going to put Martin Darun here. So that is one option, but yeah. So you see where they go up. You see where the wingbacks are? The wingbacks are taking part in the attack, right? Who's scoring the goal? Who tried to score the goal? That was a wingback. That was a wingback getting in the goal scoring position. The whole game, right? We haven't seen the as a winger, he probably won't get the chance, right? But as a wingback, he will definitely get there. Right? So look at him making the run now. This is way more dangerous. If you want to use a role to attack the flanks, right? The best role right now is the advanced wingback. They were just the flanks. And they give it a width. Look at the positions they're taken up. These are the positions you want them to be in, right? So there was no difference between your roles and my roles. In the attacking transition, they're exactly where you wanted them to be as wingers. So I just got them as attacking wingbacks, and they get into these kind of goal-scoring positions, and then they'll be in better position to defend. So you then you don't have to worry about the other problem that you created for yourself, which is you've got a player in one transition, you want him to be a winger, and in the other transition, you want him to be a wingback. That's two major changes to the role. So this is way better. It gives you solidity, and it makes your tactic very, very strong. And you can definitely counter-press with this because the two formations are very similar. As long as the two formations are very similar, go for your counter-press. The moment they are like very opposed, like what you had was very different, right? You can't counter-press. Will destroy your tactic. Because every time you counter-press, you break your shape. And you are a threat on the ball after that. So, we gotten into some very good positions. We could have gotten the equalizer. But this is, I need you to see it. Yeah. But this is what you can do. Normally. There we go. Yeah. So, tactics, man. You guys brought in tactics because we had a very good diamond. Fantastic diamond on today's show. That diamond was probably... The diamond is one of the better tactics. Yeah. Especially, the diamond only works with false fullbacks. You play with... I think it can work with other roles as well. But the best role is definitely the false fullback. Because the false fullback, he just brings the ball in. And that removes a lot of pressure from the DM. Then the DM doesn't have so much pressure. In fact, right, you play halfback, goes down 3, then the false back comes in. Quite interesting, because you play that kind of setup, so might be quite interesting. No, I don't know. No, it's too defensive. And I still like... Okay, my problem right now is I like those box-to-box midfielders. And I also like the advanced wingback. So I like those two in tandem because they go up together, they come down together. It's so nice to watch. Yeah. So, guys, thanks a lot for coming on the stream. I hope it helped. We'll be back tomorrow one more time. So I hope you had fun with the tactics. I certainly did. Keep those good times rolling, man, with your tactics. Any questions? You can always come on my streams and ask me questions. I may not. You can use channel points to make me use the tactic or look at the tactic as well. Meanwhile, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I'm out of here. Got to go and make sure those kids haven't at least finished their food. Okay. Good night.